Okay, Samuel, I want to thank you for making the time to share your experience with members. Maybe just a brief introduction to yourself, the sector that you were in, and your years of service.
Thank you, Divan. I'm a trained teacher. I was working as a teacher for 36 years. I started in 1988 and I ended my journey in May 2024.
Yeah. And what was it like for you when you were going through this journey of retiring and resigning?
So it was not easy. There was a lot of confusion on my part. I actually started to think seriously about exiting the system in 2020 because things were really hitting up on me at my work. I then felt maybe it's time for me to move away. I kept on postponing and postponing because I was not happy about, or rather, I was not sure what was the best option for me, whether to retire or to resign. But everybody that I spoke to, every information that I got hold of was encouraging me to retire. In fact, I was on the verge of retiring when I came across the information about Retire Well South Africa. I'd already made up my mind that no, I'm going to retire. And then I came across information about Retire Well South Africa.
Okay. And what did you feel, was missing? What did you feel you could not get with the retirement that you could get with resigning?
Well, I was concerned about what would happen after my departure from the earth, because the benefits that a person gets out of retirement remain whilst the person is still alive. When you are gone, everything disappears. So I was very much concerned about my family, especially my kids. They are still young. I was very much concerned what would become of them if I happen to go early. So, but I was also afraid of resignation because of what was said about it, the huge tax that is taken from the money that you are supposed to get. So I ended up saying, maybe it's better for me to go for retirement. I was just on the verge of doing that when I came across the information about Retire Well South Africa.
Okay. And what were some of the things that stood out for you? So, you had connected on YouTube and the masterclass, information that we had. What stood out for you?
When I came into contact with you, I expected you to be like other financial advisors who would then immediately start talking about money and where to put the money and things like those. But I was shocked because you never touched on the money. You never proposed the best option to save your money. You were just focused on giving out information about taking a decision whether to retire or resign. And I felt maybe this is the place where I'm supposed to be. Let me hang on and listen and find out more. Maybe this is going to assist me. And indeed, it proved that I made the right decision by taking my time, listening and finding out more information.
What would you say are some of like the main things that you learned from the masterclass, which you didn't know before?
Oh, there are many. There are many. I did not know that it was possible. In fact, I did not know that there was something that called an approved fund, which could enable somebody to transfer the money from GPF to the fund without being taxed. I did not know about that. I did not know that there was a pre-98 tax arrangement. I did not know about that. And many other things were really new to me, which attracted me further into going on finding more information about exiting GEPF.
And Samuel, I know one of the challenges that you had was it's very difficult. You know, a lot of your colleagues were sort of encouraging you towards retiring. So, what was that experience like, and how did you overcome it?
No, once I got the information that I got from you and the master classes, it was no longer very difficult for me to ward off any encouragement towards retirement, because I was now speaking from the position of strength in terms of information. I had answers that I so much needed before, which I did not have, but now I had the answers. And the answers that I was getting were assisting me to deal with the problems that I was having with retirement. About why would GEPF hold on to my money, and once I'm gone, then take the money and not give it to my family. So the pressure that I got from my colleagues and my friends and even my family, I could deal with it much easier. I was not worried about convincing them to believe me or not. I was happy that I found information that was going to benefit my family. That is what was important to me. It was not important to please or to win over anybody. No, what was important was that the money that I've worked for so hard for so many years was eventually going to be uh, used by my family entirely.
Amazing, amazing. And I know one of the big revelations for you was tax. So prior to us engaging, what did you sort of anticipate was going to be the tax that you would pay if you resigned?
I thought it was going to be huge because that's what people were saying. I was thinking maybe over 1 million was going to be taken by tax, but it did not happen like that.
So after us going through the approved fund, how do you transfer money securely, safely, the tax, and the pre-98, what did you end up paying in tax?
I was surprised. Nothing, zero. I paid no tax at all.
Amazing experience. And this is, Samuel, I got to tell you, you follow the advice to the T. You're educated by profession, but you've been a good student of mine. So well done. And what has it been like for you? How has this impacted your life in terms of your lifestyle? You now being in a position where you don't have any debts and you have security for your family. So what has this done for you?
Well, I've got more than anything, I have a peace of mind. I can sleep well at night because prior to this, it was hell for me. It was very difficult. I would never fall asleep at night. I would be thinking about so many problems. But now I'm relieved. Those who know me are surprised when they see me now because just in terms of my physical appearance, I've changed a great deal. I used to be very thin. I used to be very lean and weak. But now I'm gaining a little bit of weight. I'm trying to deal with it so that it does not become too much. But it shows that there are no problems that I'm facing like I used to face them before. I'm at a relaxed mood. I relate well with my family. I used to be short-tempered before, but now I speak well with them. The mood in the house is very good. So I'm really happy.
Samuel, you're doing absolutely amazing work. And I want to tell you, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you from the start. And we're looking forward to continue this amazing journey with you. And thank you for taking the time to share with members.
Thank you very much. I'm also very grateful to you personally, Devan, and your company, and all the other members of the WhatsApp group, because I made a point that I go through every conversation, and every time I learned a lot from them. So I'm also very much grateful for their posts that they were making. I'm also following them now, even post my resignation. It has become my second family.
Excellent. So beautiful to hear, and congratulations on your amazing resignation success.
Thank you very much, Devan.